Welcome to another video. Back in January, I lost 24 funded accounts. It hurt me not only financially, but mentally was devastating. After taking a break, I came back in June, but doing the same thing while pretending different results. Stay till the end of the video because I will tell you the one tweak that I did that is keeping my accounts alive for months.
Back in January, I stopped trading. I took a break from trading. I blew 24 of my funded accounts. So I felt emotionally, I felt very bad. I was just doing the same thing over and over again. Couldn't get out of the hole. And I had a lot of things going on in my personal life. So I decided to take a break from trading. I bought a house so I could spend time remodeling the house and taking care of other things and not trading. So after I felt ready, moved into the new house, I started to trade. And I did not have any strategy or plan or a path of what to do or how to improve my trading. But I did have two things very clear in my head. And number one was the NQ, trading the NQ futures did not good to me. The volatility was so high that I couldn't really handle that mentally, psychologically. But one thing I had in mind is that I don't want to trade the NQ anymore. That was number one. And number two is, what do I do so I don't blow more accounts? And back in January, after I lost the accounts, I bought a bunch of evaluations and I had the opportunity to fund 12 Apex and 10 Lilu accounts. And in all of them, I bought the lifetime subscription, but I didn't have to spend money every month. Because after I passed those evaluations, I certainly knew that if I started trading them again, it was going to be the same situation. I'm gonna end up blowing these accounts. And what I did is that I put a little bit more money up front and got lifetime subscription. I could spend time off trading and try to reassess what to do. So my second thing here was that I didn't want to blow more accounts, but I didn't have anything clear in my head. So what I did is I set up limit loss in Rhythmic and set up a minus 100 daily loss. And if I happen to be losing that amount, Rhythmic will kick me out. And for the first time, I surrendered the password for the Rhythmic. I erased it. I deleted from all my computer and put it in a place that I could access it only from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And during the trading session, I would not have access to it, so I couldn't override. I couldn't change the settings so I could keep trading, which I did in the past, but not this time. I was very committed. I didn't have a technical plan on how to improve, but I knew if I just limit my losses, I will just take the time to improve myself until I get better. So that's what I did. And at the beginning it was very painful, very frustrating, because I was just taking random trades. Even though I was doing my pre-market analysis, and I still think it's very good. I'm fairly accurate assessing direction for the day based on my context. But still, I was not patient enough. I was just not waiting for the prices to come to my key reference areas, and I was just taking random trades. So just to summarize what happened, on June, I hit liquidation threshold twice in June, and I traded 4 days. In July, I traded 14 days, and I hit the liquidation threshold. And when I say liquidation threshold, is that Rhythmic kicked me out of my trading account. I couldn't keep trading. It's not me consciously closing trades or stopping trading. No, it's Rhythmic telling me, you're out. You cannot keep trading. And on one hand, I was satisfied because the circuit breaker that I had created, it was working. I was losing and losing and losing, and the accounts were still alive. But on the other hand, I was so frustrated because I couldn't recoup. I couldn't just get back from 2 or 3 losing trades. I was mentally very, very volatile. But then I realized that, look, I'm losing and I have to learn how to lose, because I'm doing nothing but losing. And slowly, week after week and day after day, I was like getting used to just taking the loss and being okay. And one thing that helped me is that I also set a trading window between 9:45 and 11:45. So before I could get access to the password and modify whatever I wanted to modify in Rhythmic, minimum 6 hour passed. So after 6 hours, I was not very, very bad emotionally. My body was already in equanimity, or more balanced. And when I look back at the loss, it was $100 or $80. It was not something that really could have stressed me out, like $2,000 or $5,000, or blowing the account entirely. So I felt good that even if I was losing, I was handling the losses. On July, 7 liquidation days of 14. Now in August, I see some progress. August, I saw only 4 liquidation days of 20 trading days. It's not very good, but I think there is some progress. And on September, I did not have 1 liquidation day. So I think that is a real progress. And it feels very good, because from being in this deep hole, I am slowly coming out of it and consciously making my trading a lot better. Okay, so there are 4 indicators that tells me my improvement. It's not that I am the best trader on earth and I want to not get cocky and just keep my ego in check, because that's when I've had my worst days, when I get my ego so inflated that I don't even recognize that. So, but this time I want to be very humble and recognize that hard work is what is helping me to improve my trading. So there are 4 things that I want to show you. This is the H1, but I want to show you how I want to go here to the real account, because in July, I want to go to July. I want you to see the drawdown. So drawdown in July, terrible. Obviously I was hitting every other day. I was hitting my liquidation threshold, and I lost 12%, 13% actually. Very frustrating, but at the same time, this 12% was not losing any account. So I still have the 22 accounts that I funded in January. They're still alive, even though I am in this terrible period. Right? Obviously, I took time off from trading. I was working in the house. I did not have time to improve my trading. I was just focusing in other stuff. And for the good, I think this was a perfect time to come back. All right, so this is July. Now you can see August. You can see August. How, yes, still not good. No equity peaks in the month, but I lost only 3.72%. I lost close to 4%, from 13% to minus 4%. I think there is some progress. Also, there's here September. Now in September, there's another story. I have 3 equity picks. 1, 2, 3 equity picks. And my max drawdown was less than 5%. So there is some progress there. Also on the holding time. Here in the holding time, you can see in August how I held 1, 2, 3, 4 trades more than 9 minutes, right? Whereas in September, I held no trades more than 9 minutes. Okay, no losing trade more than 9 minutes, and I held 1, 2, 3 winners very long time. Okay, so that's a good indicator as well. I'm keeping my losing trades restrained and cutting them early. So then I want to show you by setup. Let's filter this on August. My type of setup. Basically my bread and butter, but pullback continuation, lost money in August. Now I was working tirelessly here. I was working 10 to 12 hours just watching the charts, reviewing my trades, watching what happened on the footprint. I was studying very deeply the markets, and I saw some improvement. Look at tradable reactions. Tradable reactions were very negative. I only made open range breakout winning trades, 5 and barely $26 per account. Now on September, I improved the pullback continuations, 40 trades, and tradable reactions still negative. I will see in the next section how I can improve this tradable reaction type of setup. All right, so that's by setup, and now by trade comment. I want to show you here how in August, and I had classified my mental state in 3 stages: A game, B game, and C game. A game is when I am trading unconsciously competent, which I have not experienced yet so far. Number 2 or B game is like when I am consciously competent, which is my B game. And C game is the unconsciously incompetent and consciously incompetent. And sometimes I am consciously incompetent. I know what I'm doing, but it's not working and I still do it. There are some times that I do that, right? So, well, you can see in August how my B game, consciously competent, is the majority of the trades, but is not making money. Whereas my C game is costing me a lot of money and 10 trades only. So more my risk management here. Okay, but look how if it changed to September, my B game is a vast majority of the trades, and only one day I felt bad emotionally, and it cost me very little money. So I think that's a lot of progress there. Now, this doesn't mean I am consistent yet, just 1 month. This time I want to do it right. I want to spend probably 6 months to a year doing the same thing. But watching these charts helped me with my patience, helped me to understand that this is the right way. This is the way to go to become the trader that I always wanted to be. Be patient with myself, with the market, with trading, so I can improve and be good enough and I can make any amount of money that I want to. But these indicators encourage me to keep going and not just quit or go back to my previous habits. So just doing this video, it fits me with so much good information about me and what to do if I want to improve. All right, so now that we have seen where I have improved, let's go see where I need to work on. And I have a few things here: the consecutive winning and losses. You can see, let me move myself out of the way. On August, I did have 3 losing streaks, 2, then 3, then 4 trades in a row. And now on September, I had 7 consecutive losing trades. So I need to work on this. And my strategy is starting tomorrow. It'll be after the 3rd trade, I will stop, analyze either the chart or whatever decision matrix that I'm using at the moment to see if the next trade is high expectancy and high probability. I think key here for this is consciousness, period. You cannot do anything else, not just executing trades after trades and not thinking that you're having a losing streak. And sometimes could happen that I had 3 losing trades yesterday and I came today and I take 2 losses, and then you have it -5. So I don't want to repeat that. I want just to be conscious and stop up after the 3rd losing trade. Okay, so that's regarding the consecutive losing streak. Now the winning rate over time, I do have a lot of improvement here, and the win rate over time is basically my win rate over time. There we go. August, here's 33%, and September I think is 32. Regardless, yeah, it's 32. But regardless of 33 or 32, they're very similar, right? What I say here is that I need to lift this up to 42, 45%. And I think I have an opportunity here to work on my tradable reaction setup. And what I'm going to do to improve this is that the pullback continuation, I'm going to keep doing whatever I'm doing. But on my tradable reactions, for those who don't know what tradable reactions is a type of trade where you fade in every area, okay? Regardless of the trend. No momentum. If you have momentum against, you cannot take these type of trades. But if you have a trend coming against you, meaning the market is going down and you have a key reference area like a demand zone, right? You can take the area for few points like a bounce, and then you expect the market to continue in that direction, not in your direction. So that means that the target needs to be closer, and my entry has to be very efficient. But what I'm going to do starting tomorrow is just taking tradable reactions only on key reference areas, period, not anywhere in the chart. If I do have a market that is coming down, I will not fade any recent created area, but a key reference area. So I can improve there. And I can restrict my losses in tradable reactions and keeping my pullback continuation type of trades like they are right now. The last one is the stop being too tight. Stop being too tight this month costing me some money. And what I'm going to do is that on the holding time, you can see how I hold time usually for 9 minutes. Let's call it 10 minutes, 9.64. So this 9.64, if I am going to a 2-to-1 risk and reward ratio trade, means that at least I need to have in my entire risk a wiggle room of the 5-minute ATR. If not, I'm just asking the market to stop me out. So starting tomorrow, I will pay attention to my stop being at least the 5-minute ATR on the ES, so I can have some wiggle room for the market to do its thing and then work my way. Okay, so those are the 4 things that I'm going to work on this month of October. Try to reduce my consecutive losing streak, my win rate over time, try to raise it a little bit, and stop being too tight is the 3 main things that I'm going to be working on this month of October. This was a very simple video about my performance since I came back. I hope you liked it, and if you find value in it, please consider subscribing to the channel, share it to other people so we can grow the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next one.